Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Cowboy Boots, Hats, and Western Life Enthusiasts first live stream, celebrating our 1,000. I want to start off by seeing if there's people here. Oh, we got Tommy, Alan Rains. What's up, buddy? How are you? All right, now y'all's going to have to bear with me. It's my first live stream, so. Oh, you got allergies, buddy? Dang, that sucks. Pollen? All right. So far we got one person on the live stream. So, um, oh, there we go. We got Chris Wood. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you out tonight. All right. So we're just gonna wait for a few more people to show up, and then we're gonna get started with this deal. I know y'all are excited. I'm really excited because you know um, we started this Facebook page, Cowboy Boots, Hats, and Western Life Enthusiasts, about a year ago. Oh, yes, Tommy, that's true. We do have 1.1K subs now. That's true. Thank you, my friend. And so we started this live or this Facebook page about a year ago, and from uh, from that time, it's grown quite substantially. And about 6 months ago, we started the YouTube channel, and that has really kind of blown up. And you know, I'm very grateful to y'all because I couldn't have done this without you guys. It's not the easiest thing to run, but it's a lot of fun, so it does make it kind of easy in a sense. So I'm very grateful. We have a great group going on. We've had some downs, but mostly ups, and it's been excellent. And it's all thanks to y'all because you guys are just making it great, and I know we got a lot of folks that are helping out with making sure that the group is doing good. Hey, Danny Clark, how you doing, my friend? Do you make repair boots? If I repair boots, no, buddy. I'm sorry, I don't repair boots. Um, I I work. Well, I don't work on them. I just know enough about them to actually give y'all my opinion, and you guys seem to care for it, so I'm happy about that. We got Vanessa Ortiz here. It's a lot of fun to watch. Also, oh, thank you so much, Vanessa. I sure do appreciate you. Um, I know there's some great repair people or cobblers that actually are really good at repairing boots. You got Carter's, who I recently just made a video with, uh, advertising them. That's right. I sure do, Tommy. I do work with them and I do review them. But you could check out Carter's Boots. They do really good work from what I'm understanding. And if you use my promo code uh, Cowboy CBHW10 or LE10, uh, they'll give you a 10% discount. So if you need anything, you know, we could go ahead and get that done with Carter's Boots. So, what are y'all wearing tonight? What boots are y'all wearing tonight? Let's see. By the way, I do have these Justins right here, but for the occasion, I actually still decided to wear some Justins, and I'll take one off for y'all. if I can. There we go. They are one of my favorite boots. I would really love these. These are my, you can't see them right now because it's a little dark with the light reflection, but they are Teju lizard. No, sorry, iguana lizard. And they are like a emerald green with a black shaft. Really awesome looking boot. One of the only Artos I'm actually still going to keep because it's so dang comfortable. And they are a pair of Justins. All right, we're getting more people on the live stream now. All right, so hello, Manuel Sanchez. How's it going, buddy? We got Mario Cazares. Sorry if I butchered your names. Wood boots, sir. Recommended for rain. Don't want to wear my exotics. I cannot blame you, buddy. I wouldn't want to wear my NOS exotics, especially if they have leather sole. Honestly, for those occasions, you could wear anything that are have a rubber sole, and sometimes some of these lower quality boots right here that has this kind of plasticky leather, they're really good for that because they kind of just wig the water away, and then you got your rubber sole, and you ain't gonna get that all messed up. But I've seen some old school guys, and I mean, if you got like them rough stock boots from Olathe, you could wear those in the rain, and it won't bother them too much. But eventually, they will get to it. So that's where you see holes in the leather soles. All right, what else do we got here? I'm in Georgia. Know if any near Atlanta. Unfortunately, I don't know much about Georgia uh, boot repairs. Um, I mean, you could always have them send over to, any of these big time cobblers, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to go ahead and oblige, and they'll get your boots fixed really well. But I don't know if any specific ones in Georgia. Hey, Salvatore, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you. Oh, we got Casey Hamilton. She's wearing some Tacovas Earl. Mario Cazares has got some goat skins. Oh, sorry. Mario Cazares is asking if goat skin is okay for the rain. I think so. Goat skin is a really good hide. It's a very tough hide. I really like goat skin. A lot of people actually rather use goat skin a lot of time than even cowhide because goat skin has a natural elasticity and it's a very strong hide. So you could do a lot with goat skin. And when you actually get them all scratched up a bit, they form a really nice looking patina. Um, oh, there you go. Chris Wood, that's true. I forgot to mention that. Chris Wood is actually a Leatherman. He works a lot with leather, so he could do some boot repairs if y'all need to. I know he's done this marbling with some of the Chisos boots, and he does a really great job. So if you guys need any of that, you guys could check him out. Um, Chris Wood, if you would please leave your website, that'd be awesome. He'll go ahead and take care of you real good. So Tommy Allen Rain says I typically get boots that are coated in oil for rain. That is true. One of the things you could do, and I'm going to make a video about that, but it's protect your boots, especially the ones you're going to wear in some of the nastier elements, such as rain, snow, heavy mud, and dirt. If you're cowboying, if you're working with barnyard acids, things such as this, you always want to make sure you get your boots nice and protected. Well, you go on and there's actual protectants you could purchase for that. Mario, it's my pleasure. Absolutely. Chris Wood says, "Where is Scott Maddox?" I was thinking GA. Salvatore Barrera, I am great. Starting to get cold here in New York. Oh, is it? Yeah, I bet. It's been starting to get hot down here in Florida too. I'll tell you what, it's getting down in the mid 80s. So it's definitely getting really chilly for us down here. And we're about to whip out them coats. Vanessa is asking me, when did my love for boots start? You seem to know everything. Well, I've been wearing boots since I was about 14 years old, and recently I've just gotten back into it more. I've always wore boots, but in the past couple of years I've been wearing them more and more, and now it's the only thing I have. I've just kicked everything out, but I've mostly worn boots. Um, what I can tell you is this: I don't know everything, but I try to inform myself on a lot of things, and I love to share my knowledge with everyone that I can. Oh, Chris Wood, is it 29 over by where you are? That's pretty dang cold actually for October. After I moved to Tommy says after I move to Texas, I'll be able to learn Spanish and Italian names. Well, I live in South Florida, so uh, we do uh, actually get. I do actually speak with a lot of folks that are from Cuba, and I'm sure as I get to Texas, I'll be dealing with a lot of folks from Mexico, and I could more or less pronounce names, but after a while they just don't worry about it. They just let me butcher it a little bit, but I try my best to get that pronunciation right. All right, so we got a good group of people today. Zero G Fast is in the house. I see. Let's see who else we got here. So I want to go over tonight what we're going to be getting done. So basically, of course, there is the boots that I'm going to be giving away, but that's going to be the final one. Now, if any of y'all have been on um, Jeremiah Craig's podcast, he sings and plays music. Y'all don't want to hear me sing, so we're just going to go ahead and do all the talking. So we're going to squeeze that uh, party into it, the after hours party into it. So we're going to be doing this for about an hour. So we're just about 15 minutes into it. But first, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all some prizes. So probably every 15 minutes within our conversation, we're going to be giving out prizes. So actually, we're at 14 minutes in now. So we're just about a minute away from giving some prizes. Uh, Whoa, Salvatore says it is 58 there. That's still pretty cold. It's actually nice and cozy right about at 58, I would say. But so now it's 8:15, so I guess we're going to be giving our first prize away, which is going to be a Tecovas. Have a sunny day, y'all. Koozie. And let's see who we have here. So make the winner of the koozie is going to be let me see. Tommy Rains, you are the winner of tonight's first prize, my friend. Congratulations. You win this awesome koozie. All right. So just make sure to email me your address and I'll send that right over to you probably as soon as I can tomorrow, hopefully. And now I don't know if y'all know the contest rules, but you do have to be or it does have to be shipped to a U.S. address. Well, to enter, you were supposed to just put in your information into the system, but that the contest pretty much closed out on Saturday. Um, so um, hey, Insane Death Guy, how are you, my friend? Congratulations, Tommy. Uh, all right. So, do y'all have any questions for me? Anything y'all wanted me to answer about boots, hats? We didn't talk hats yet, and I am actually have my American hat company, Koozie, and I am actually wearing an American hat as I always do. Um, if y'all want to know, it's a 40X steel. I'm waiting for my 200X to come in. That's going to be a silver belly, so can't wait for that to show up. It's going to be really cool. Anybody in here wearing hats today? One of my friend had mentioned, actually, I forgot to tell y'all. It's pretty funny. One of my friend, um, he's part of the group, and he said that I put this on the wrong date, and I didn't know that this was going to happen. I put it on the day that the Cowboys are playing, but it looks like we're on a little bit of a winning streak tonight, so we're very good. If y'all are a Cowboys fan, uh, I am. I've always been a Cowboys fan, so no matter what happened, I'm a Cowboys fan. Um, so Manuel is wearing a Stetson Range 6X hat. That's awesome. Really cool hat. It's pretty much like the in a way. I think it's just about a different shape, but it's about the same as my um as the Stetson I had, the Skyline. Really cool hat. Not bad for the money at all. Chris Wood is wearing an American straw hat today. What number is that, Chris? Which model is it? Tommy was wearing a TTU ball cap earlier today. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to represent your team, right? Oh, Chris Wood's got a nice 8700. Cool. Ah, Casey Hamilton asked me a really awesome question. So, honestly, you cannot go wrong. Let me read the question out first. Where would you go to have your next felt hat shaped? Best Hat Store or Joby? Honestly, Casey, you cannot go wrong with any of those. Both of them are really great options to go get your hat shaped. The best hat store is owned by American Hat Company, and they, truly do awesome work. I mean, they're just, a bunch of top hat shapers. I mean, really good folks. And Joby has been in the business for, I think, almost a couple decades by now. And he just really knows what he's doing. Um, actually, over a couple decades, if I could remember it right. So realistically, you cannot go wrong with either or. Um, they'll both just get your hat shaped perfectly. And at the end of the day, it's just whichever one's more convenient convenient to you. Um, but yeah, whatever shape you want, you go to any of those two hat shapers, and they will definitely get you shaped up perfectly. Uh, my 200X is gonna probably get shaped at the factory, but if I need to do some touch up, I'll be seeing Best Hat Store at the Cowboy Christmas and NFR Finals this December in Vegas. All right. Uh, T. Lucero is wearing an American straw today. She keeps forgetting it's felt season, but it's Arizona and kind of humid after raining all day. Not yesterday, I bet. Yeah. Uh, you know, um, Folks think Arizona gets pretty dry, being that it's out west and in the desert, but uh, it could get humid when it rains, with all the heat and whatnot. So definitely, I definitely understand you. There's It's very late into felt season where I could wear felt realistically in South Florida, and I think the most of the South could understand where you're coming from with that. Salvatore says Tennessee Titans fan, but still love New York Giants and New York Jets. Yeah, I completely understand. My brother's from New York. I rag about him all the time. Just kidding. Salvatore also says hats I own right now are Lone Star Hat Company, but I would like to one day own an American U.S. hat. Well, Salvatore, they are really, really awesome hats. American Hat Company, definitely can't go wrong with them. You're definitely going to get an awesome product. I mean, I'll tell you this: I've worn Stetson, I've worn Resistol, I've worn, you know, Rodeo King, and like I've said before, I really did love the idea of Stetson. I always thought that Stetson was the best hat, and that was the hat I was going to wear and everything. But realistically, after I started researching American Hat Company and everything, I just couldn't go with anything else but that. So that is the brand that I've decided to go with, and that's what I'm sticking to. As much as I do love the artwork that of the last drop from his Stetson, I'm just gonna have to keep with American Hat Company because to me they are truly the best. All right, so Tommy says my area of Texas you can wear felt and straw in the fall and winters. Since I will be staying here, I will be getting a new felt. Awesome, Tommy. What felt were you thinking about getting, my friend? Joby straw hat. Chris Wood says Joby straw hats are really nice. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Joby straw hats are amazing. I've actually seen them in person. He showed them to us at the um, when I visited him in Fort Worth, Texas, earlier this year, and I saw it. He's using some really nice lambskin, and just getting the most premium hat he could make for the money. That's for sure a great deal right there. So T. Lucero said, I have to wait until about late November to get my felt out just to make sure miss that humidity. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Sometimes I just kind of put up with it. It helps to have a higher X hat, and it also helps to have a lighter colored hat. Um, if you're going out to like a formal event and you want to wear a felt hat in the summertime, or if it's just a little hotter outside, well, your best choice might be to wear a lighter colored higher X hat because that hat will look and breathe a lot better. All right. Um, let's see. So, Tommy says that he's going to be getting an American hat. Not sure which model yet. Got it. Well, when you do, make sure you post it on the American Hat Company page and also on Cowboy Boots, Hats, and Western Life Enthusiasts. Would love to see it. Casey said, looking to get my first American hat this Christmas from Best Hat Store in Fort Worth. Is going to be a straw right now, but the next one will be felt. Awesome. Well, you know what? I would definitely recommend that you go in and you kind of do your research ahead of time. Make sure you know exactly what you're wanting and explain it to them, and whatever you could think that you want, and you just kind of give them an explanation. Um, they'll be able to get it done, and it'll look even better than you thought it would. So, like I said, you're definitely dealing with some of the best in the business right there. Uh, Tommy says it will be a dark gray black, to black though. Well, this is the steel right here from American. This is what the steel looks like. So I like it. I had the black hat, and I like my black hat, but I only want a couple hats in felt. I'm probably gonna have just a silver belly and the steel for now, and maybe next year I'm gonna be getting another one for work, 100X, maybe in chocolate or pecan. But realistically, for a formal event where I need to wear a darker hat, I don't feel the need to wear a black hat. I don't feel the need to have a black hat. I think the steel kind of just diverses more, and it's just kind of goes with everything, and it's just a really nice hat to wear. So I'm really happy with the steel. Um, let's see what it says. So Casey says, looking to get my first American hat this Christmas from the Best Hat Store in Fort Worth. Oh, I already read that. Um, So Chris Wood says, I ordered one after your video interview. Perfect. Well, I'm happy I was able to oblige. So, I mean, um, like I said, when it comes to the straws from American, they have a magic lacquer. And that's actually something I came up with because I've never seen on any other hats a lacquer like the one they use. It's, really pliable, and it just makes the hat really nice. So, if you're going to be wearing a straw hat, uh, you know, having a lacquer like that is helps a lot. So, Casey Hamilton said, "I have the shape and style. Now I just have to make sure of the model. We'll try on some at the store for sure." So, definitely, it helps to know the style that you're looking for and the shape, but the actual model, you can never be sure how that hat will look like once it's shaped. So, but definitely go with something that you like. Whatever the color that you like is, and I'm sure you'll be just fine, Casey. I definitely am looking forward to seeing that hat on the American Hat Company page, and also on the Cowboy Boots, Hats, and Western Life Enthusiast page. T says the steel is nice. It's definitely a neutral color to change from the black hats, but the pecan is fire. Well, the little fire emoji. That's one I want. So yes, T, definitely it is a really nice looking hat. Pecan, I think it's a really cool looking color. I think it could get a little bit dirtier and it won't matter. Um, I don't know if I'm sure a lot of y'all know Joe Bradburn from the Cowboy Cartel, and he just recently went into uh, the the Best Hat Store, and he had an interview with Andy. And if y'all haven't seen that video, I will put a link to that video in the description below. Now, when he did this interview, Andy told him that a lot of the cowboys that are coming in, working cowboys that are buying felt hats, are wearing 100X hats. And it's kind of just the perfect balance where um, you're not spending as much money, but you're also getting a great quality hat that you could work in. And I think pecan will do really good hiding dirt or hiding a lot of stuff, sweat, whatever it may be. But 100X is seems to be the preferred because it is the first hat that you're getting a all beaver uh, fur. So it's basically all beaver back hair at 100X. So definitely a great interview. So that's why I was because I'm going to be working with that hat. That is the hat that I'm choosing now. Uh, Whether it's going to be pecan or um, chocolate, that is yet to be figured out. But I still have a few more months to figure that one out. Right now, I'm just waiting for my 200X silver belly. My pleasure, Casey. Chris Wood says he wants a grizzly. And you did mention that to me before, Chris Wood. That's awesome. Grizzlies are really cool a hat. I mean, I don't know if I could pull it off. I could probably pull it off, but uh, I mean, I don't know. It's just I don't know if I would want to pull it off or attempt to. Maybe I can't pull it off. I don't know. I do want to try one on one day. If I could have one already all shaped up in my size and see how I feel about it, or if I'm working in a ranch that in the middle of the winter and nobody sees me, but it just kind of helps me stay a little warmer. Chris Wood says, "What's to pull off?" That's true, and so many people want to style a hat, but when push comes to shove, uh, you're wearing it for you. It's just like people that have a fear of wearing cowboy boots or wearing cowboy hats because they're not in the right location. Shucks, I'd go I'd go in New York if I have to. Well, if I really have to. I'm thinking maybe to visit my brother, and he lives in Manhattan, and probably look completely out of place wearing a cowboy hat, wearing Western wear, wearing my boots. But shucks, that's who I am. And you know what? At the end of the day, people will say, "What is this guy doing here?" I mean, seriously, go back to the South, son. Uh, with a less Southern accent, of course, but they will think that. But at the end of the day, they'll be like, "Hey, listen, I'm visiting from Florida or I'm visiting from Texas." They'll be like, "Well, you know what, man? You're the most interesting thing I've seen." And you know what? At the end of the day, it's all about how you actually put yourself together. Just know that that is you, and that's part of your life, and nobody can tell you what to do. And at the end of the day, people will just admire you for being you and doing what you like, because a lot of people don't have the courage to do that themselves. So I applaud y'all because every one of you has that personality, and just go out there and wear what y'all love. And people will admire it at the end. You know, if anybody takes a chuckle out of it, that's fine. At the end of the day, they will admire you, and that's all that matters. All right. Casey says, "Didn't you say the reasons why you are wearing a cowboy hat is because you like to?" Yes, I do. I like it. It's a big part of a heritage that I admire, and um, I work with rodeos, So I basically, that is my attire all the time. That's how I dress all the time, except if I'm going to work as a retail in the retail store. But now moving to Texas, I'm going to be working so much within that. That's just going to be all around my way of dressing and at all times. So it's not just going to be me wearing jeans and boots and on the weekend me wearing what I want, or when I'm working at the rodeos it's going to be me wearing that full time. Chris Wood says almost no one wears hats or boots up here. It's sad. It is sad, Chris. I'll tell you what. Living in South Florida, I'm one of the only ones that actually. I don't know that many people. I've not ran into hardly any that dresses like me, but I'm also one of the only one that works here at the local rodeo. So um, people, wonder, ask questions, same way, and well, it is what it is. Like I said, they end up admiring for it. Chris said, "Chris, kids love seeing it." Yes, it is true. Actually, just today, a kid said at the register said, "Look, mommy, there's a cowboy," and I, it's really really cool to hear, because those kids, they do look up to you, and you gotta conduct yourself in the best way that you can. Uh, Salvatore, being from New York, I believe, right? Says New York's love Cowboys. Just look at when the PBR comes to New York for their events. That's true. Um, it is something that they don't see unless they see it in movies. So when unless they're from upstate New York, but so when New Yorkers actually see um, actual uh, folks that are dressed in Western attires and that they dress like that all the time, they do have a sort of appreciation for it. Tommy said, I have worn Burberry and Versace jackets with boots and jeans. Well, there you go. Yeah, why not? Um, you got to dress it up however you want to. I mean, you know, realistically, if you wear cowboy boots, I mean, all these brands have at some point um, used exotic leathers to make stuff as well. So definitely, there's nothing wrong with that. You could definitely dress up a cowboy boot. I mean, you know, if you go to Texas, there's some boot shops that are doing custom suits to actually match well with a Western attire. So it's there's nothing wrong with you know actually dressing up Western attire as well as dressing down, because we're not going to wear a suit working cattle, but if you do have an event, it's nice to wear some nice stuff. I know I do own one Breitling watch, which I really love and I'm proud of. And, I just like to wear some nice colognes because, we, need to look good occasionally and, wear some nice stuff. And, people appreciate that. So, uh, Chris Wood says we're comfortable in our skins. Yes, sir. We sure are. Um, we, that's it. And that's what it's all about. It's all about, really loving, um, loving who we are and how we are. Um, that's all that really matters. So we actually spoke past the second giveaway. It is now 8:40, and it is time for our next giveaway. All right. So our next one is going to be a Chisos uh, koozie. I'm gonna let y'all in on it right now. The third one's going to be a koozie too. So um, let's see. So see who we have here. And our second winner is T Lucero. You're the winner of the Chiso's boot koozie. Congratulations. All right. So I guess we could do the next one at 50. You know what? I got a bonus giveaway. Another koozie. Whoever wins that one is going to be the fourth small prize winner. I want to give you all prizes. I wish I could. I really do. But eventually, y'all keep watching my videos and keep watching my giveaways and all that, and I'll be able to give all y'all something. And that would be my pleasure. All right. Congratulations. It's my pleasure. T. Don't forget to send me that email with your address. Chris Wood says, Chisos, by the way, are so damn comfortable. Yes. Yes, they are. They're really comfortable boots. I've tried on a pair, the number 2s, and they're really comfortable. Their insole is one of the best that I've tried for a removable insole, even though I'm a traditionalist when it comes to insoles. I just really like their insoles, and they're really comfortable and high quality boots. And I really do like the fact that they're giving back to the to the Texas. I forgot what it's called, but they are really nice boots. I think, in my opinion, though, they're a little bit on the pricier side. And I know some folks will say they only wear those Chisos. Talk about Chisos. We got Smack Daddius in the house. What's up, man? How are you? And he actually just made an awesome review that I've commented on today. Really put him through the test and actually made that review. So that's awesome. They, in my opinion, they are a little pricier, but definitely, like I've said before, and I stand by this, if those are the only boots you could wear because they're just that comfortable to you, well, you can't go wrong with them. They're just the best boots you could get. They're worth every penny in that case. I'm doing good, Smack Daddies. Man, if y'all haven't seen Smack Daddy's channel, check it out. He does some awesome boot review. He's done some one of the best hat videos that I've seen, where he talks about hat etiquette. And that was one of the first videos I've seen of his. And he just knocked it out the park. He always does, and he's hysterical too. So we got Chris Wood says they're pricey, but compared to something like the Kovas, the comfort level is 180 degrees. Yes. They are definitely a better boot than the Tacovas. So if y'all are thinking about buying a pair of Tacovas compared to a pair of Chisos, let's say you're thinking, I could spend $550 on a exotic Tacovas or somewhere thereabouts. Well, I'd rather spend that money on a better pair of boots that are just going to be built better. At the end of the day, that exotic might not be with you for the length of the Chisos. But I also do think that for the money, you could get a really nice pair of Anderson beans that are made in um, Mercedes, Texas. And that's not a bad deal at all. And they're really well made. So um, now we're just going to be going ahead and doing the next giveaway, which is another Tacovas because we're running a little bit behind on schedule. Um, it's going to be the next Tacovas one. It's just a plain Tacovas koozie. So Chris Wood, you are the winner of the Tacovas koozie. Congratulations, buddy. Yes, Smack Daddy has just made a great point. They are awesome boots. Um, I have two pairs of Anderson beans, uh, and they are awesome. The whole Rios of Mercedes brand of family to me is awesome. Um, they feel good, at least to me. And one of the things that Smack Daddy has said in his review is that everybody wears or everybody's feet are different. So, what might be comfortable for me might not be comfortable for you. Some folks have narrower feet. Um, I'm on the wider end of the D spectrum, but basically, still have too narrow of a foot to wear double E. So I really do have to pick a 12D or a 12 and a half D on the occasions that the 12Ds just won't work. So a lot of the time you could, make a boot work with, having different socks. But I've, with Rios Mercedes and Anderson Bean, and recently as I've done the horsepower, they've all been really good. Also, I'm going to probably end up getting a pair of Olathe at some point. I want to get the rough stock boot for working with. Um, Chris Woods asking if he has to pay taxes on the koozies. I won't tell if you won't. Uh, I hope not. I don't think so. I just want to let nobody know. Um, let's see. So that's how I feel about Rios of Mercedes. They're one of my favorite brands of boots. I'm going to eventually be doing a review on Fenolio, which is a very similar pair of boots because they are also made in Texas. I've done a video where I've visited the folks over at Fenolio Boot Company, and just I met with Trey, really nice guy. He's I think he said a third generation boot maker, one of the best in the business, and he really, really knows his stuff. They've been building out in Nacona, Texas for quite some time, and really, really awesome and knowledgeable person. I just, can't speak uh, good enough about him. Um, Tommy says that they are sold out of most they are sold out most of the time. Yes, they do get sold out very quickly. They're very popular, being the fact that they're making really awesome boots, handmade. they have a smaller factory, and they actually put them at a really, really awesome and competitive price. So that's why the Fenoglio boot companies, they sell out really quick, because everybody wants an American-made boot at that price, especially made in Texas. So they are going to sell out pretty quick. Vanessa said, "Well said. Not everyone has the same experience with the same boots." That's right. So I could tell y'all how comfortable my boots are all the time. I put them on like I do in the videos, and I say, "Hey, I hear that pop, and my foot just feels like I'm in heaven." You get the boot, and you're like, "Hey, what's this guy talking about? My foot is cramped. It feels like it's claustrophobic or something." And you know, somebody else might say, "Well, hey, this boot, I got it in my size, and it fits me way too big. It's insane." And at the end of the day, it's really all about your foot. So I could give as much information as I can about it. But the good thing is, and that's become a standard in the Western wear industry, especially with cowboy boots, is if for any reason you buy them, they come to your house, they don't fit well, you could just go and switch them for the next size up, and get yourself all set up. Tommy says he's going to be getting 3 or 4 pairs from Capitan Boots. Yeah, you know, I've not heard too much about Capitan. I know that they're a Lane boot company, um, and which Lane is known for making women Western boots and I think other boots. Uh, they are they're pretty nice looking boots, and I've actually contacted them about making a video on their boots. So we're still going back and forth on that. So I'm hoping I can make a video and tell y'all what I feel about their boots. Um, so Smagdaddy says it's also weird how feet have different shapes and toe lengths. Can be like a show or a spade L. So yeah, that's true, Smagdadius. I mean, I've seen folks. I mean, you and I, we've both seen our share of cowboy boot videos where the gentleman goes into a custom boot maker, and they go ahead and they get size for a pair of boots, and suddenly the left foot is longer and thinner, and the right foot is wider and shorter, and at the end of the day they have to get sized accordingly. I know when I went with Joe from Cowboy Cartel to the Fort Worth Stockyards, we were at the Lucchese store inside of the Hotel Drover, and we actually he actually got sized, and they said that uh, they gave him one boot size on one foot, and they gave him another half a size smaller on the other foot, and it ended up working out really good. And they do have a Lucchese custom shop where they actually will make that boot specifically for him, and he did say that it did fit better. um, Salvatore says, I recommend you to uh, a Mexican brand of boots sold in Laredo, Texas, called Cuero Boots. Um, I'm not sure if it's the same Cuero boots that we're talking about here. The ones that are, oh, well, he says Cuero Loco, because I've tried Cuero, the brand that they make in Mexico, uh, made by a um, articular, and I didn't have the best experience with them. I didn't even want to review them. I should have, probably, just to let y'all know. But my experience with them was really bad. I tried to get my foot inside, and it wouldn't go in for the life of me. So their shafts are just way too narrow on the throat, and I literally tore up a piece of leather trying to get my foot in. Just really just sent it back. I really I couldn't even get my foot in, and it was a 12D like I always wear. So Tommy says, I have Greek toe, which means the second toe is longer than the big toe. Oh, that's interesting. So I think you might be a candidate for snip toes. I think you probably would wear snip toes perfect. And Alan, if you're talking about Ruho boots, they just released a Cayman that is in snip toe, so that's might be just the perfect boot for you, buddy. Smack Daddy says, I got rid of my Query boots too. Much pressure on the toe. Yes. Um, he said, yeah, he got rid of his Query. I remember when you made that video, Smack Daddy, with about the Query boots. Um, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure after a while of having them, I mean, you were able to get your foot through the throat, so that's good. But I'm sure after a while of actually wearing them, they must have probably not broken in as well, because I don't know, I just didn't see much uh, good out of the boots themselves. You know, that leather didn't really impress me that much. Uh, I would definitely give them a call, Smagdadius. I think I think you should definitely review a pair of Ruho. Really nice boots. Um, I have like 3 pairs I've already done a review on, and I mean, they're really nice boots for the money. They should. I mean, they got some of the nicest designs. Yeah, they're great. So Smack Daddy said, yeah, it kept creasing bad in areas, just not great sizing. Yeah, um, easy to tear. Definitely. Um, they're definitely got some issues with sizing, and I mean they've had problem. I mean, it's a company um, that started Arctic Coolers, and they've been sued um, by who was it? I forgot who they got sued by. Another big time cooler company, um, and they you can't get sued for making um, oh, Yeti. That's right, Chris. It's Yeti. Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's a good cooler. I mean, if yeah, that's right. Arctic was sued by Yeti, and it's the same people that own Quero. I mean, obviously they were trying to go as much as close to Tacovas. They were trying to compete with Tacovas. Obviously, they didn't succeed at it. Um, uh, but you can't really sue another company for making a similar looking cowboy boot. You can't really trademark a too much on a cowboy boot. You could actually trademark on cooler designs though, apparently. So let's see. We're gonna give away this last koozie that says "Walk Taller" Tacovas. Uh, so the winner of these koozie is Salvatore Barrera. You are the winner of this last koozie. Congratulations, buddy. Oh, I remember when you did that video, Smack Daddius, on the Tacovas suede boots. Yeah, similar problem. My exotics Tacovas fit great though. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, when companies just kind of design their boots. It could be the same toe shape, the same uh, boots, style and everything. Just they say, well, it's supposed to be fitting different, so we're gonna make it fit different. And I'm really referring to Tacovas. Tacovas actually made I've tried their new shark skin boots that just came in, or that just came out, their limited run, and that boot fit really good. Now, previously to that, I was wearing the Prescott, which is also another shark skin boot, and they just felt way too sloppy, way too big. And they say, "Oh, well, it's supposed to fit that way." No, regardless what the boot is, it should all fit the same. Whether it's my work boot, whether it's my dress boot, it should all fit the same. The comfort should be the same. I should be able to stand working in my boots for the whole day, like I should be able to spend a whole day at a wedding with my dress boots. So um, I strongly disagree with that. As far as the boot fit, it should all fit really nice. Um, and also another thing is, like I had the same issue with Lucchese where uh, Lucchese's boot. Um, I had I have a couple of snip toes that fit really good, and then I had the Cayman Belly Lucchese's, the Charles, and they're made in Mexico. And just because they're made in Mexico, they use a different last, and all of a sudden they fit completely different. It's a wider toe that fit really way too tight, and I just don't understand that. Um, so I think that companies should stay true to actually fitting the boot right. Um, let's see. Tommy says, being an industrial designer, I understand foot fitment. Yeah. So exactly, just it's pretty simple. It could get a bit more complicated at times, but definitely, the bases are the same. Smack Daddy says, "Well, the Prescott, they're horseman ranch wear. Yeah, they fit like garbage to me. And yeah, you're right. Uh, they kind of used a completely different last, uh, width and sizing, uh, and it just doesn't work when a company does that. Yeah, I'm sure it does. And I mean, oh, by the way, Smack Daddy has said, man, it sucks having weird shaped feet. Yeah, it actually sure does. Um, those, but everybody's foot is shaped weird in one way or the other. Some folks need to wear snip toes because if they ever wear a square toe, they'll feel like their foot is just all over the place. Some folks, really stress wearing snip toes or seven toes or anything other than the wide square toe. But again, it's all with the last. That's what makes a big difference. Yes, they try to go the Chiso. Smack Daddy says they try to go the Chisos route with accommodating space for the extra insole. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I when I tried a Prescott, I put on the insole. I kept it on with the insole with the 12D, and if I would have, and it was still too big. When I actually went and removed the insole, forget it. I couldn't even. I would have. I could have put both my foot in there. And when I went into the 11.5D, I was thinking, well, maybe the 11.5D, and both with the insole, forget it. I couldn't even get my foot barely in, and without the insole, it was still actually no, it was too tight with the insole, and then on the 11.5, and taking off the insole, it was still too loose. So again, um, like Smack Daddy has said, the Tacovas Prescott and their whole ranch wear fit is completely horrible. Smack Daddy says, yep, I have a snip toe that has more space than the wide square toe. Yeah, that's true. And like I said, you know, my American made goatskin Lucchese's have more space and feel just perfect. And then the Mexican made ones are, you know, 12D. They're round toes. They're just they have like no room. I can't even put my when I put my foot in after about 20 minutes. That's it. My foot goes numb, and that's a really bad feeling. Um, Again, these it's nothing about Mexican made boots. Mexican made boots are perfect. They're great. A lot of them are really great boots. I usually prefer American made boots. But there's nothing wrong with the way Mexican boot makers are making boots. They have a lot of heritage uh, in boot making. It's just the last that Lucchese has chosen to go with in their Mexican made factory is just really bad. That's the problem. Um, yeah, I remember you said that. You should have probably gotten a half size up in the Chisos because of the removable insole. Yeah, yeah. I mean, folks, removable insole boots. You gotta make sure that you're getting the raw thing. I know when it comes to Anderson Bean and now the horsepowers and everything, um, I remove the insoles in all of them, but I do have to wear a thicker sock to accommodate it. So, if people tell me, hey, what do you think of this sock or what about that sock, for wearing Western boots, and it's all great. It's good to have, like Western socks, but at the end of the day, I wear a lot of cycling socks, having been in the cycling game a long time, and they're a little bit thinner. They breathe nice. You could get them a little longer if you want, but it all depends. I wear some thicker socks when I wear certain boots, and then I wear some thinner socks with other boots, depending on how the boot fits, and that will definitely work. Chris Wood says, where are heritage boots made? So heritage boots is it's made in Leon, Mexico as well. Um, so that they are really high end boots that are kind of made to reflect on the styles of the 50s and the 40s and the 30s. Uh, I think all the way up to the 70s. So definitely a older boot style. Um, higher end, very they're going to be a bit more expensive. Um, but they are nice looking boots from what I've seen. I haven't seen one in person. When I do move to Texas in January, I will definitely be going to check out the uh, one time when I do go down to Austin. I will definitely be giving Heritage Boots a visit. T says, let me see. I have a huge favorite of Mexican made boots, and it's not widely known company called Los Altos Boots. They are typically Charo style boots, looks like an ankle boot, best wearing while team roping. Awesome. All right. That's awesome. Well, I didn't know you were a team roper. That's really cool. Um, well, so I've heard of Los Altos. They make boots for different folks. I think their main operation, if I'm not mistaken, is in California, but they're really well known for making some really nice boots, and I think they make boots for King's Exotic and definitely for Yeehaw Cowboys. So they do they're pretty popular. I think on some of their styles, though, I think that they put a little too much. You try to make it pop too much. They put too much inlay and overlays and things like that. But that's just my personal opinion on them. Um, I definitely would like to see what the boots are. Uh, try to get my hands on a pair and show y'all what I think of them. Smack Daddy says my next video will be on Elephant Anderson bean boots. I got a B with, took the removable insole and it fits perfect. Yes. Um, Definitely. Those Anderson bean makes some really nice looking boots, and their Elephant are no exceptions. Now I heard that they have a different way of stretching the leather over the last, where they kind of go at a different angle, and it apparently uses up more uh, of the actual leather, so they're wasting more leather at it. But apparently, it's going to be a much better fitting boot. So that's a really interesting thing that they're doing. Um, I can't wait to see that review. Smack Daddy's. Again, y'all just go on and check out Smack Daddy's channel. It's really awesome. Casey says she's got to. It's got to go to the. Congrats to the winner of the Justin prize. Is awesome. Well, see you later, Casey. Have a good night, buddy. Chris Wood says I have 3 pairs of Heritage, not all day comfort though. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, you see, it's not because you spend all that money on boots that you're going to get the most comfortable boots. They're still an off the shelf brand, and a lot of times you really got to go for them custom fits if your foot is really that far out. Um, you really got to go for that custom fit. Now you're going to be spending $3,000 on a pair of cowhide boots, but a lot of cowboys go that route because it just really works for them. Especially folks, they spend 8 to 12 hours, sometimes more on boots or on inside of their boots. So they need to have the most comfortable pairs of boots, and something's going to last them for you know 10, 15 years, and they could have it resold and keep going and keep working at it. Well, to them, it's a budget boot because, they could pick out that really nice exotic for when they go to church or when they go to affairs, but when they're out on the ranch working, well, that's just the boot that they're going to need. All right. Well, let's see who else we got here. We're going to be giving the boots away soon. Let's see. Tommy said to T. Lucero, Los Altos also has done private label for a few brands. Yes, they have. Let's see. Smack Daddy says, "Man, I like a boot with the heel, like in No Country for Old Men, super underslung." You know what? Everybody's been telling me about that movie, and I have yet seen it. I really got to go check it out, man. I'm playing around too much. Smack Daddy says, "I need to check out Heritage Boots out again for sure." Yeah, I would definitely do a video about that, Smack. Um, T said they have, so replying back to Tom, he said some of their boots are comfy, but those Charo boots, I can swear by being exclusive, comfortable with while roping, but that's just me. Yeah, definitely, T. It's just like I said, you'd be surprised, what boots are really comfortable. Like I would never think that my snip toes are the Casey's are comfortable, and I also have a pair of damn posts that I use for horseback riding, and they're some of the best boots that I have for riding. Along with my Nakonas that have a spur ledge. So some of these boots are just my favorite boots, and you'll just never know until you try it on. Because one thing is the shape. It could be the cheapest boot, but it just works for you. At the end of the day, it's all perspective of the leather, how it fits around your foot, and also the last that they use. So, um, uh, Tatiana, no, nobody won the boots yet. We actually gave out all the koozies. This was intended for an hour, but again, this is my first one, and I'm really enjoying spending time with y'all. So we're just gonna go on probably for another 30 minutes. Hey, Mike, how are you? I'm sorry, I read your comment late. Just talking. Smack Daddy has asked a really awesome question. How excited am I about moving to Texas? Well, there's no words that could say how excited I am. I love Texas very much. I've been uh, really contemplating uh, moving out of South Florida for a long time, and I visit Texas every so often. I really, really do love it. In my last visit, I've, just had one of these experiences where I was down at I was coming back home, and I arrived at the Fort Lauderdale airport, got out, and waited for my ride at the terminal, and I felt homesick. And you know, I was back home in Fort Lauderdale, but I felt homesick, and I really felt homesick for Texas. And that's when I thought to myself, well, it's time for you to move. I relate very much to Texas. I love everything about the state. I love the pride that they have for the state, and I want to share in that pride and that heritage. It's a very strong heritage. So I'm definitely excited about moving to the state, and I'm hoping I could definitely um, live there for forever, and just spend the rest of my days there. And so I'm definitely excited, and for all my friends that live in Texas, I can't wait to meet y'all in person, and you know just hang out with y'all and bring you more videos in Texas. Um, so uh, Tatiana said, uh, let me see. No, Mike, we do not have a discussion topic. We just talk about whatever we want to talk about, mostly Western wear, but a bit of everything. Uh, so, the giveaway, everybody entered already. It was up till yesterday that you could have entered to win. So that was yesterday was the deadline. Um, Chris Wood says, talk to Kimber at Heritage Boots. Yeah, definitely. Well, I definitely will when I go over there. Oh, well, actually, he was telling Smack Daddy to talk to Kimber. Cool. Yeah, I heard that everybody over there at Heritage Boots that works there are called boot mavens, and they really know their stuff. So you kind of tell them what size you wear, and they'll kind of pick out the boot size, and they won't tell you what it is until you actually put on the boot. I found that in the Lone Star boot reviews video from Nick. Man, I really wish he made videos again. I really like watching Nick's videos. Um, let's see. Uh, Smack Daddy has said, Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. I definitely will live in Texas my whole life. Yeah, absolutely. I can't imagine a better place to live, to be honest with you. I mean, for myself, for what I know and what I'm used to, and the culture that I like. You know, wherever you go, try to go to some place that you really do love the culture. Because it's going to be easier for you to adapt to that. If you do love the culture, and I definitely understand the Texas culture, and I do love it. So that to me is going to be really awesome. You know, uh, Carol Burgess says you'll definitely feel at home there. Yes, I definitely will. I can't wait. Uh, yep, definitely. Smackdadius invited me to do a collab video with him in Central Texas when I get there, and I really can't wait. As a matter of fact, maybe we'll make that. Yeah, exactly. Make that Heritage Boots collab. That'll be perfect, man. Um, Tommy says after you move to Texas, you go to TTU and check out the Roy Rogers and Soap Suds statue. Yes, I'm definitely hoping to do that, and I definitely also want to go to San Antonio um, and pay my homage to the Alamo. That's going to be awesome. Vanessa said she will be waiting for the collab. Carol Burgess says, "How many pairs of suspenders do you have?" Well, I have two of them. I don't wear them too often, but on occasions I do like to wear them. They're really comfortable, and they look good on occasions. I actually on occasions when I ride horses, I do like to wear suspenders. They feel really good. Um, I could just kind of put them on and not have a belt buckle on me, and that kind of helps. But yeah, that's suspenders are really really good. Uh, Mike says, "Hi Lionel, what are your long term plans for your channel? What motivates you to make videos? Keep up the great work." Well, Mike, what motivates me to make uh, videos is you guys, and my love for boots, obviously, and hats and all that stuff. Uh, all that is a big admiration. I really do love boots and hats and Western life, in complete. And I mean, there's I could be just making cowboy boot videos, but I don't want to do that. You know, I want to talk about everything that is part of this life. So to kind of go on further with it, I want to make videos about maybe saddlery, horsemanship, kind of things you could do, and where you could kind of live more of that life. So I have a lot of plans. I just got to kind of put them together, but definitely the art, uh, everything in general. For folks who want to actually uh, um, live it and want to kind of get more acquainted with it, I want to be making videos where I show y'all, how to do so, pretty much. And, we all have our love for boots and hats and our Western wear. And, why not show it off in every single way we can in our lives? So, but you guys really do um, helped me out a lot to to definitely make more videos and all that. Just I really love interacting with y'all too. Um, Salvatore says I am starting to write country music songs. and hopefully one day I will be able to play in Texas as I build up my Serig in performing live in front of large crowds of people. Yeah, man. You know, it's definitely something, man. That's awesome, by the way. I really do hope the best for you, and congratulations on your music career. That's great, and I'm sure you'll be able to play in Texas. I'm hoping actually one day that I'll be able to come and see you at Billy Bob's in Fort Worth, Texas. At the Stockyards. But definitely, man, just keep going at it. Like I said, playing in front of large crowds. I've heard of musicians saying that they could play in front of smaller crowds, and or loud or bigger crowds, and it just doesn't make no difference to them because they just kind of get lost in the music. And I definitely understand that, you know. Um, so, like I said, this is my first time actually talking to a live audience. Well, no, actually, I've done the podcast with, Cowboy Cartel. If y'all haven't seen the podcast, Cowboy Cartel, we do it every other week. So this week is off. Next week we're going to be doing it again, and it's on the Riverside. Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcast from. Definitely go ahead and check it out. But I'm always on there with them. But I do my best. But congratulations, Salvatore. I'll definitely love to hear some of your music. If you could send me some of that in that email, that'll be awesome. Um, all right. Well, we are an hour and 28 minutes. And I thought I was going to collapse after about 20 minutes from doing this podcast, or not podcast, but this live stream. I didn't know if I was doing it well or not. So I'm hoping to hear some feedback from y'all. Um, let me see. So we're going to be doing the boot giveaway. Uh, let's see what Tommy have to say. I worked in radio broadcasting in my early 20s, and I have to say you are doing this live very well. Well, thank you, Tommy. I appreciate it. It's not a it's not something I've done before. When I do the videos and I do um, um, the uh, when I do the reviews, I actually have to pause a lot and kind of redo some takes. So I'm not as good as Magdadius, where I could actually just kind of throw a funny in there, and it's all good. Uh, Funny enough, Smagdadius replies with, "Yeah, man, I ain't good at being live. You are doing great. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man." But so if y'all haven't watched Magdadius, uh, he'll do something where he'll like do some sort of a mess up, and then after that he'll just throw something in there, and he just makes a joke out of it, and that's awesome. I'm really hoping I could do that sometime. But I mean, Smack Daddy has got an awesome personality, man. So, uh, oh, he actually does a lot of takes in the videos too. All right, that's good to know. Just sometimes I guess you just let one slip off, and it doesn't matter because you made a good joke out of it. So that's good. Uh, all right, so we're going to be doing the boot giveaway right now. Since we're, like I said, we're just at 1 hour and 30 minutes into this live stream. So let's see who we got here. So for the big boot giveaway for the Justins, Mario Roman, you are the winner of the Justin Boot giveaway. Congratulations, Mario. Let me see if you're here. Oh man, Mario is not here. Unfortunately, he is not on the podcast, but he did win, so I hope he watches it. Uh, and he could actually send me his. Oh, actually, he already did send me his email just in case, and he did win. Uh, there's just a couple of us in the live chat. We have a lot of things to say. Reflects the audience passion for Lionel's content and topics, as well as just enjoying the interaction. Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Yes, congratulations to Mario. Um, so I will be shipping these off, and hopefully he's going to be doing a um, post on the Cowboy Boots Hats and Western Life Enthusiast channel, and also we will have the koozies. If y'all could actually the winners, if y'all could post the koozies on the Cowboy Boots Hats and Western Life Enthusiast channel, I'd sure appreciate that. Well, so that is pretty much all I have for y'all tonight. I just want to tell y'all I had a great time. We are about 11 months into having started this Facebook page, Cowboy Boots Hats and Western Life Enthusiasts, and we're just about 6 months in to the YouTube channel. And I just, I really appreciate y'all for supporting me in all this. Um, you know, um, I I have the same feeling that Dale Brisby has towards his viewers, and he told me when I actually met Dale Brisby uh, in Newcastle, Texas. Um, he said to me, there's a million other things y'all could be watching. There's a million other things you guys could be interacting with, and but despite all that, y'all have decided to come and watch me, and there's nothing I could appreciate more than y'all's time with everything that there is to watch. Um, and with that being said, I really do have the same feeling. I really do appreciate y'all for from the bottom of my heart for kind of supporting my channel and doing whatever y'all could do for me. So that's pretty much all I have to say for that. Thank you so much, guys. This is the end of the live stream. And congratulations to all the winners. And thank you all again for being with us tonight. Yes, Smack Daddy says congratulations on the 1K. A huge stepping stone for sure. You got there in light speed faster than me. Maybe sometime next year you will have left me in the dust. I doubt that, man. Your channel's awesome, man. Uh, I can't imagine that I'm gonna pass you. I just hope that we stay consistent with one another because I think you definitely deserve it just as much, my friend. Y'all have an awesome night. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations again to all the winners. See you on the next one.